Bodega Way, welcome back. Once again, this is Tony, also known as T Jinx on Instagram and Heal and Reveal on Facebook. This is the fourth of the elemental love reading signs I'm doing for the month of August. What we're doing now is the air signs, which is Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Some attributes for air signs are that they are powerful, they have a lot of creativity, they can be fun, they're idealistic, they're adventurous, and they're exciting. Kind of true, you know. Can't argue with that. Not even gonna say nothing about it. I love you. I love you, air signs, especially you Geminis. I love you. Y'all confusing as hell, but I love you. All right. Well, basically, what this is a love reading that is going to speak towards things from a higher perspective, things from a lower perspective, what you are controlling or what you need to stop trying to control, and what you need to create, as in trying to bring your whole love vibration into a sense of wholeness. This is an intuitive love grid I did using rose quartz and desert rose selenite in the center. And I have a little love altar set up over here. I am using the Ascendant Matter cards. This is an intuitive pull. Take it with a grain of salt. Use as needed. Again, as I said on the other three videos, we are in Mercury retrograde. We are in the Lion's Gate, so there's abundance energy is about, but abundance can quickly become overwhelmed if you're not monitoring what you're attracting. But with the Mercury component is there's a tendency to have a lot of miscommunication, not only with others, but with self. So that's another reason why I say take this with a grain of salt and apply it as needed, but be real with yourself when there could be something that you could take from this that you are just in resistance of because you are stuck in cycles and patterns. And it's not to say that I'm your cycle or pattern breaker, but a lot of us are hard-headed right about now. So I'm going to go ahead and I've already shuffled the cards. This is the higher perspective. I just said it, persistence. The lower perspective, what you need to stop trying to control, and what you need to work on as far as creating. Okay, so coming into it from the higher perspective, it's Luge. He's a sun deity. Persistence in reverse. The higher perspective is kind of like what I just said before I threw these cards. And I mean, I'm laughing because I know I shuffled the cards and I did not peek before I threw it. But I was just saying about, sometimes we don't learn a lesson because we're hard-headed and we don't know when to say when. The higher perspective is saying that the time to, when you're dealing with persistence, that means that you just will not let go and you're just going to keep going and keep going and keep going. Persistence in reverse is basically saying, hey, evaluate it. It might be time to let go of some of these things. Most of us can verify that we're at this state. And I can see where this really would hit an air card because they're big on communication and reasoning. We're at a state to where the universe, and you'll hear me say this a lot, it feels like the universe has turned itself upside down and what is not glued to you falls off. What no longer serves is falling out of your energy. And if you are persistent in not wanting to lose what you think has been giving you peace, because a lot of us have a messed up sense of peace too. And I'm not trying to be funny, but a lot of us are based on damage. We gravitate towards people, things, situations, scenarios that feel comfortable to us, but they may feel comfortable to us because that is the programming that we've only bitten into. It's kind of like Stockholm Syndrome on some level, or just basically going through trauma. When you are around your traumas, the proper chemicals kick out because they put you back at that balance that you needed to survive that trauma. So it's kind of like an addict. They need that high again so that they can get that fix and feel like they're whole. But it's damaging them in some aspects. So that persistence, which you may need to stop persisting, could be what's keeping you in a damaged cycle. And it's damaging your sense of love. Then you're dealing with attachment instead of love. Down here to the lower perspective, you have the El Moria card, which is clear and shield your energy. Again, if you know anything about my reading style, is not all reversals are reversals. This is an offering in this case. We're down here in the lower perspective, as above, so below. So down what's going on down here in this 3D realm is Right now, you need to learn to clear and shield your energy because not only are we subject to a lot of energy vampires in the form of other people, relationships, friends, family, job, the whole nine, and even ourselves. We're a lot of us are self-sabotage artists. But what you need to do is you need to learn to clear and shield your energy, and that will make it harder for the things that you are reluctant to let go of, the things you are persistent about. It makes it easier for those things to fall out of your pattern or fall out of your energetic field if you are clearing and shielding your energy. If you're open and you're just running around here all willy-nilly, then you're going to keep attracting the base level of your law of attraction element. So if you just, I just want somebody who's going to be for me, but you're not being specific as into what you're requiring of that person to even fit that mold of being for you. You're not clearing and shielding your energy. You're opening up, and you're going to keep getting more attachments instead of throwing in that proper vibration of love that should be designed for you. And speaking into that, which you probably are going to have issues with controlling. And again, air signs are reasoning communication, so there's a propensity to have control issues because they're thinkers. Energy healing in reverse, the Merlin card. Merlin, the Grand Magician. Energy healing, thinking that if I throw enough energy into the situation, I can heal the situation. And sometimes the situation is specifically a person. You think that if I, keep sticking it out and I keep offering this person love, or I keep trying to lower my energy so that that person can find a gain in their own self, sometimes it's a fool's errand. I'm not going to sit here and say it won't work in some cases, but if you got to put in mad effort to mold somebody into who you want them to be, there's a large chance that that person will no longer be who you thought they were. So stop trying to energetically heal others and at that same time neglecting to show self-love and heal yourself. So energy healing, it's all good. I'm not saying to give up on your mates, to give up on your family, to give up on your friends, and definitely don't give up on yourself. But understand when that energy that you're offering others should be offered to yourself, because you cannot effectively heal who is harming you. That, eh, you know what? I'm just keeping it real. That shit almost never works. When you are healing who's harming you, you are harming yourself. You can live an illusion for many a year, many a decade, many a century, many a lifetime, thinking that, oh, well, I fixed this and now we passed our karmic debt and all this other little good stuff that you want to tie into. But if you have not effectively healed yourself, offering to heal others who are part of your harm cycle is a damage. Be careful with that. And leading over here to what you need to work on as far as creating a stronger vibration of love. You have the coming out of the closet, Amaterasu. Amaterasu is another, sun deity. Coming out of the closet. I mean, you look at it, you got two sun deities right here, and that's, even though this is air, there's a lot of fire. I mean, we are in Leo, so it's like burn through this stuff, burn it out of your system. Come out of the closet. Stop hiding your energy to fit your situation, and that's a lot of us are guilty of that. We can have some of the most powerful gifts and powerful intuition and powerful creativity skills in the universe. But if we're tied into somebody or someplace or something that does not allow us to be authentically who we are, we will hide it enough to just feel like we're going along with the program, but finding, that piece of balance or that false sense of true love. Don't hide your energy from anyone. If they can't accept you at your full, they don't